What's up? What's up? What's up? You already know. This is Peach, and today is Tuesday, January, I believe 14th. Let me look. January 14th, 2024. Current time is 6:42 a.m. Gregory McKay is about to drive to school. Each batch, Gregory McKay is driving himself to school. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. We're gonna start back doing this every day. I did just explain to Gregory McKay what's going on with us as far as the eviction go, just because my son is on the internet. So somebody may come tell him about it. Somebody may leave a comment about it, or he might see a video about it. I found out from the internet, so it's like, let me just mentally prepare him. I just feel like if it comes from me, it's a softer blow. However, I told Gregory McKay, don't worry. I told him about all the different options that we have. So it's no big deal. And now I'm gonna work even harder. When I tell y'all finna see me working, because I'm finna buy my house cash. So Peach Patch, as you guys can see right now, Gregory McKay is doing a fantastic job. We're about, I'm gonna say 7 minutes away from school. Current time is 6:56 a.m. That current time is 7 a.m. We're about 5 more minutes away from school. Bar Gregory McKay is doing a great job. I woke up with like so much energy, because it's like, girl, it's do or die, like nostrils flare, like let's go. When I tell y'all I'm finna be working harder than I've ever worked before. It's funny, God is so funny. Like if you're not moving fast enough, he will push you. That's how I feel. I kind of feel like I'm getting that push, like, girl, let's go. No more excuses, no complaining, chin up, chest out, stay consistent every day, and do not wear shame. I always tell my son, and I tell y'all that no matter what you go through in life, don't be ashamed of it. Shame holds you down and keeps you down longer than you need be. Do not be ashamed. I'm not ashamed of nothing I'm going through. I understand that I should have made better decisions, and that this is a consequence of my poor choices. It is what it is. Let's make better decisions moving forward and keep it moving. Like my daddy say, life filled with adversity, but you gotta keep going anyway. Dispatch, current time is 7:04 a.m. and Gregory McKay has successfully drove himself to school. School is considered late at 7:30. This is the car rider line for middle school. High schoolers can't drive. Eventually, our hope is that Gregory will start driving himself to and from school. We talked about it yesterday, even off camera. Right here. Florida weather is so funny right now. Like last night when we went to the park, it was like nice out. It wasn't cold anymore. Now it's cold. It's 55 degrees for a Floridian. That's considered cold. Because it rained last night, and it's still like a little bit of drizzles. Love you too. You have a great day.
You too.
Yeah, you can have it. My pleasure. So Peach Patch, today is the day my husband get his car fixed, his windshield cracked. Yes, we have insurance now, so insurance is gonna cover it. Safe Flight is supposed to come to our home and fix it between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Kids are already awake, like Choice is awake, McIntyre is awake. Okay, so when I go home, I gotta get everybody up and bring them to school. I'm gonna have to take Choice to school. Still could get my husband to drive Gregory McKay's car to take everyone to school. However, I do know how my husband is about his truck. I know he's gonna wanna sit and watch them fix it and make sure everything good. So I'm like, I'll just take everybody. It's no big deal. And when I got off camera, I was just telling McKay, you know, the safest person to drive him is himself. He said, like, watching me and his daddy drive all crazy make him nervous to drive. I'm like, well, why would you want crazy people to continue to drive you when you could be a better driver than us, doing the speed limit, not being on your phone, paying attention to the road? Like, you're the best driver that we know. I told McKay, people who be telling you it's okay, you don't gotta drive and all that, they don't drive, they're losers. Don't listen to them. They want you to be just like them, having to depend on others to get around. Not a kid of mine. So like, now we have to be more focused than ever on you driving yourself every day, even making him drive to the mall, drive to LA Fitness. I'm gonna get him a membership. As far as our living situation goes, I don't know what's gonna happen, but one thing I am grateful for is my earning ability. I earn lots of money. So I'm not even worried because I know like I can afford to go to a hotel. I can afford to go to an Airbnb. I can afford to put a down payment on the house, but now my credit kind of jacked up. So we would have to put down a higher down payment, which means I have to work hard. And no matter what, I'm going to keep showing up to work. Beach Patch, I'm home. All the kids are dressed. All 6 of the youngest. Well, they're not my youngest anymore. 6 little kids. And then we're about to go ahead and leave for milk is in the refrigerator. We're going to get these kids dropped off. Safe Light is here early. They're fixing Daddy's car. Hey, you want to say hey to the vlog? Patch, this is what my husband's truck window look like. This is what the crack looks like. Hello, Choicey. Hello, Choicey, get in the car. They say it takes about an hour and a half. Previously stated, I know my husband and how he feel about his truck. So I'll take the kids to school so he could stay. But they come to you, or you could take it to one of their shops, and it is covered under your insurance. Let my husband stay by himself. At current time, it's 8:18. The kids are considered late at 8:45. It takes about 13 minutes to make it to school, so we should be fine. We just stopped at Dunkin' Donuts. I got a dozen of donuts. I'm gonna pass them to the kiddos. Hold on, let's wait on our napkins. Current time is 8:38 p.m. I'm right next to the school, but we might miss car rider line. They close the car rider line at 8:40, my husband said, so I may have to go sign them in for 8:45. Patch, we made it in time to do the car rider line. Current time is exactly 8:40, so I don't have to go sign them in or anything. They're not late. Patch, we have to sit in our car with our hazard lights on so they know that we have, excuse me, so I turned the air heater off so that they know that we have children in the car still. And you have to go in lanes pertaining to grades. So Amazing is in kindergarten, so we go in the first lane, even though the other kids are in different grades. Patch, our car line still has not moved. All the other car lines like gone. It's just ours that hasn't moved. Finally, we're moving, so they're not late. Patch, now that these kiddos are dropped off, I gotta turn my hazards off. I just did. And now we have to take Choicey to school. Choicey is considered late at 9:45, but he should be to school at 9:15. Patch, now we just got to make it out of here. Each Patch, current time is 9:23, and we just made it over to Choicey's school. I'm just waiting on these cars to leave so I can pull up. I'll take you to the zoo. So Choicey goes to a special school for students with special needs. Patch, we have successfully dropped off Choice. I wiped the baby face. And now we are about to head home. My husband just called me and told me that his truck is finished, so I'll be able to go see the babies in the NICU. Choice he goes to, it's like for kids with different disabilities, not just autism. Palsy, ADHD, people who are blind, like it's for all types. Patch, we just made it home. Her neighbor just moved out. She actually bought a house. She came to me the other day. Peaches, I just wanted to tell you we bought a house. It's around the corner. I told her I'm next. Everything I'm going through, me paying the price for my poor decisions. So next, the house is paid for cash. Watch. Well, I'm gonna check and see how much milk we got. I don't think we got much. Let's see. Not much. Thank you, Daddy. You somebody something. You charged him? I charged him. Ooh, we did better with that, boo. All right, Peach Patch, I just made it into Gregory McKay's car. My husband took Wonderful and Phenomenal to the park. I'm about to head into the hospital, but I'm gonna stop at the car wash before I go. Now, Peach Patch, my mind is racing 1 million miles per second. I feel overwhelmed. I feel dumb, but I know I can't go back in the past. So I just keep telling myself, life filled with adversity, but you gotta keep GOING. I can literally hear E.T. saying, you gonna cry to quit? Cry to keep going. Cry to keep going. And I am literally crying as I'm recording this, but I promised myself I'm going to keep going because I'm going to get out of this on top. Current time is 10:52. I'm actually about to head back home. I just cleaned out Gregory McKay's car, and I realized that I have Mr. Teddy in here still. So we're gonna take Mr. Teddy back because Troy's gonna be looking for him when he get out of school. And then I also have an amazing cell phone in my bag, so I'm gonna leave that as well. Got my headphones, so I need those too. Now, Peach Patch, the car wash is about 3 minutes from my house, so I was able to turn around, go ahead and drop off Mr. Teddy, Amazing Life cell phone, and I also got all the kids' shoes and clothes that were in the back seat of Gregory McKay's car, and I put them in the house so I can organize them later. After that, I hopped on the interstate to head from Lakewood Ranch, Florida to Tampa, Florida to see the kiddos in the NICU. And I'm just lost in my feelings. You know, I'm listening to me some Rod Wave. I'm crying. I'm talking to myself out loud. I'm listening to some E.T. I'm listening to some GC. Like, I'm just trying to keep my head in the game. I done been through worse and I've gotten through worse. I always come out on top, you know? So it's like, Peaches, don't you dare quit. Don't you dare give up. You cannot let it all fall apart. It will all work out. I was listening to that song too. I'm just going to stay positive. Even on the days I don't feel like it, even on the days where I just want to surrender, I'm going to surrender my problems to God, but I'm going to keep on doing the work because faith without works is what? Dead. Anywho, we made it to Tampa, Florida. As you guys can see, Tampa has a beautiful skyline. It isn't like New York where we have a bunch of tall buildings, but we have a few. And you can also see the port of Tampa with the different cruise ships. You know, we have a Carnival cruise line. I don't know what other boats come to Tampa. Y'all comment down below. My husband actually used to work at the port of Tampa at the shipyard since he was 18 and off and on throughout his life. After that, I got off of the interstate, went down 22nd Ave, and they painted Bama Heights. That's our housing projects. People don't like when I call it that, but it's literally public housing. I love the new paint job. We're going to do a walkthrough over there soon. After that, I hopped on MLK, and once you're on MLK, you have a straight shot to the hospital to see the twins. And every time I come over here, I'm just grateful that I don't live here anymore. No matter what happens with my current living situation, I am not moving back to Tampa. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not coming back here. When the twins get out the NICU, I probably won't be visiting Tampa as much unless it's to go to Busch Gardens, the aquarium or something over here. But I want to start going to more places near my house. We go to Orlando all the time, though, at least once a week. Anywho, at this point, I'm like crying snot, booger tears. I gave myself a good cussing out, and I'm taking full accountability for where I am in my life. But I'm still not going to hold me down. Like, I'm gonna continue to give myself grace. I started singing my own song, which is keep growing, keep changing, forgive yourself. Keep growing, keep changing, forgive yourself. Keep growing, keep changing, forgive yourself. Yeah. It's your first time living, so mistakes are to be made. Lessons are to be learned, but you can change your life today. All you have to do is decide. Change your life, baby, change your mind. And don't get mad when they say you acting funny. And I'm getting excited. It's like, even though I done created a whole mess, like I may be losing my home. I may be homeless. Oh my goodness. That is so scary with newborn twins coming home any day now. I keep like getting excited because I'm about to go see my babies. I'm like, oh, I cannot wait to see them, hold them. I need a reason to keep going. Even though I got 7 kids at home, looking at these 2 babies in the NICU, it's just going to make me go harder and stay even more focused. There's 2 more reasons not to quit, even though I feel like quitting, even though I feel like a loser. I'm going to win in this situation. It will all work out. I just made it to the hospital. It's really busy, so I had to park in the overflow lot. Hospital is super duper busy. Just now, I was just crying as I was driving over here thinking about the mess that I made. But I'm still on my ET shit, so I'm going to cry. It's not booger tears. But I'm going to continue to keep going. Anyways, I'm not going to let this break me, you know. And this is just a consequence for my poor choices. However, me and my kids gonna be fine. Like, when I tell y'all I'm gonna be working so hard, I had already talked to my husband about, you gotta step it up, brother. It's all hands on deck. right now. All hands on deck, because now I gotta go even harder than I'm already going, because I need to make a ton of money so that we could buy this land and build a house, or just buy a house so we can continue to have shelter. But my plan is, if this don't work out for me, I'm going to either move into a hotel or an Airbnb, or secure another rental property until I buy land to build my house. That's the goal. The other plan is to just buy a home that's already built. You know, I'm just thankful for my earning ability. And this is what I say that makes me different from other creators, because we all go through things. Other people get ashamed, become ashamed, and they quit. And they make it harder for themselves. I ain't quit. Oh, baby, I'm going to pick up this camera. The girls in my comments on the video I just dropped. Oh, yeah, what about this eviction? You and your kids ain't got no... First of all, I'm still not evicted yet. We don't know what's going to happen. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue to show up for all 9 of my children. Show up for my husband. Show up for myself. Show up to work. That ain't going to stop. That ain't going to stop nothing. They want me to curl up in a ball and cry and quit. As E.T. say, you crying anyways and you gonna quit. Cry to keep going. Cry. We about to activate beast mode.